Well, now, isn't this a sight for sore eyes? It's been a while since this thing's been out. Mainly because of weather in winter. And the weather's still not the greatest. But I got some things I want to do to it anyway. I kind of want to attempt some body work. Don't know how well it's going to go. But also I want to attempt the dash first. Because if y'all recall, well, the dash has a problem getting the clips in. So I'm going to address that issue. Clean it up, get my dash set in, and get it attached. That way, when it gets summertime out here, it's less likely to move and buckle on me. So that's what I'm going to do first. All right, let's see here if we can do this. I need a little start somewhere. So they're supposed to already have a little spot I can start, but you know, hey. Okay. I'm noticing sometimes they like to catch a little bit with that spring there, but not too bad. Let's hope these line up right. And again, the fun part, around the cage we go. Now the cage is making this side a little bit difficult, because I really need to come up like that and catch it. I have to do it this way and cheat a little and get it lined up just right. I think I got that one. Luckily with nothing in the way. Yes, I do. And then you get the other side. Just as my luck would happen, one of the brand new ones, the little metal tab broke. Great, you know. Put it in. I was like, alright. One of the clips fell out. So I went to go pull it back off. And that one broke. Lucky I found one of my originals, so let's try that again. Well, that only took way longer than it should have. Which sucks. Because I want to do more. It's going to limit how much I can do. But I'll keep working. Get this kind of cleaned up because it's got some dust on it and all that, and you know, all that good stuff. So clean it off. I had to add a few extra screws here to hold it well. I had to self-tapper one of those pieces in because it just kept coming out. This new dash was a little bit of a pain, but you know, it does look pretty good. Now there's a few things body work I'd like to do. You can see this is on here. Well, this is about to fall off, let's be honest. See that big gap? I don't like it. The other one, the reason why it's not there is because it actually fell off. Is because I ground down the fiberglass around the bolt to try to make it like this. And well, and the fiberglass gave and then it fell off and it wasn't flush. I really don't want to, but these fenders are coming off, so I can fix that. And as far as the field neck back there in the bed, I've thought about it, figured out a way to do it. I'm gonna do it later. Right now, I just want to tackle these front fenders. That way I can get them ready and prepped. Get this done where everything else left body-wise is that one section of bed, which will probably be the hardest. So take these off and get all this taken care of, and I just really don't want to take the fenders back off. Oh well. I already got them lined up. I'll just put the shims back where they were, and hopefully it opened and closed right. So let's hope anyway. So if you will, let's take a look. You see I got this one down. This is how I ground the fiberglass off to fit like that, because I can fill that in, fill in that a little bit, you know, not a big deal. This is without grinding it down. See if I can get the light where y'all can see better. The fiberglass is hitting already. So I'm gonna try a few things. Not grind that down this time. Maybe start by knocking the metal in. 8 of these little nice little brackets here. The plan was, or may still be, to weld it right there, obviously where the bolts are, and then cut the remaining metal out around it where there is the fiberglass will not be in the way, and pretty much this is what holds it. Or I just may knock that in with a hammer and knock it in where the fiberglass fits flush. I'm just kind of testing theories right now. Because this top one is almost flush. And it's close. Almost close enough just to fill in. But see what happens with the hammer. If the hammer don't fix it, then it's off to, you know, plan B. You know, I think that actually did it. It's about on par with the other one. So what I'm going to do is test it real quick. I lost the hardware to this because I guess the glue came off that was holding the tape in the package. It happens. And it done disappeared. So I'm going to tighten these down. Use some washers to spread everything apart. See what it looks like. And then go for there. Well, looks like they got a little resin on the end there. Thanks a lot, guys. I've had these for several years, so I really don't know who did it. I think I ordered them from like OPGI or something. They are for a 69 Trans Am, you know, which is cool. I mean, the 69 Trans Am. Those are cool. And these are 69 Trans Am fender scoops. So, you know, thought what better way to get that Pontiac look on a truck. Because I did the 70s styles years ago, and I was like, yeah, that's cool. I should have got a deep well. Dang it. All right, I'll be back. All right, let's look at this right here. Now, obviously, this is for a 69 Trans Am, as I stated. And you can see it's fully functional now. Magic trick, ready? Whee! See? So all that air coming up under the hood will come out. I did it before, and it worked. Let's do it again. Now, there's a pretty decent gap right here compared to up here. Obviously, it's made for a 69 Trans Am. Wasn't made for this kind of curvature. This is lower. I can fill that in and work with it. This right here, that'll be a small fill. And right here, not so bad. But if you look at it, the way the fiberglass is a little closer, then it kind of opens up. It's like a little flaw in however they made it right there. It's a little more gap. But you know, whatever. I can fill that in, it'll work. And I'm gonna run with it now. I'm gonna take it off, paint where the primer came off for me doing that. Primer it, paint it under that, no rust. While that's drying, I'm gonna fix this one, because this one's the same way as the old one. Eventually that's gonna open up, yeah, it's already given. So yeah, it won't take much for that to move. Well, that's not a good sign. Well, I knew that was gonna happen anyway. It's obviously the other fender. And yeah. So when I shave down that fiberglass and make these completely flush, you can see that pulled. That one's still good. That one's loose. That one's all right, but The other one did the same thing. So yeah, it's a shame, but you know, it is what it is. And yeah, I think you can see the bolt right there. Well, I'll just open those holes up a little bit. Oh yeah, I like that a lot better. That's a pretty good fit. Just like the other one. And what I'll do is I'll just go ahead and, you know, hide all this, clean it a little bit, throw a little bit of paint on there so there ain't no bare metal or nothing behind that. This one's on, it has less gap. I'll try to work the other one a little bit more to make a match, see what happens. Basically just one bolt. You need for one to hold it for now. That way at least it's somewhat together. It already looks better. So yeah. Now I can do the dreaded body work around the scoops. This is obviously not about perfection. This is about getting the job done. Because what I want is just to be able to drive it. It ain't gonna be perfect. I don't have the patience to be perfect on bodywork anymore. I just don't have that in me. And yeah, I just kind of just do what I do and hope for the best. I'm gonna be a daily driver anyway. So here I am doing the lovely sand work, which I'm not a fan of. But I'm running out of daylight. I'm not going to get all this done. I can get it close enough to probably put a little the other kind of filler. I already forgot the name of it. Whatever. You know what I'm talking about, I'm sure. Glaze putty. There we go. Put some glaze putty on it. Throw some primer on it. Call it a day. I did get a little sloppy in some places. That's just how I roll apparently doing this. Get some glaze putty on it. And call it a day. Now like I said, this ain't gonna be perfect or flawless by any means. But one thing I did, I left the gap down here open for a reason. If any water or anything gets down there, it's got a place to go. That way, it ain't gonna sit there and get down in there, hold water and freeze and bust that out or anything. You know, that good stuff. So, hey, that's way too much. I got too much right there on accident. Oh well, it happens. Got a little much everywhere really, but you know, it won't look bad. It'll look alright, I assume. And you can tell the sun's going down and I need to get this put back up. Hopefully y'all enjoyed this, and I'll let y'all wait to see what this looks like later. Because, so I still got some more work to do. And, yeah. The next thing is the bed and the filler neck, which is going to take me a little bit, but I figured out how I'm going to do it. Hopefully it works out well in my favor, but you know what? We'll see what happens. The sun's blinding me, so it's hard to look at you. But I hope you enjoyed this episode. As always, thanks for watching.